On now to another big story here. The FBI confirming it has received, quote, credible information of a broad threat to synagogues in New Jersey. This comes amid a rise in anti-Semitic messages and threats found across the country in light of comments made recently by Kanye West. The FBI saying it's taking proactive measures and urging members of the Jewish community to be on alert. Fox 5 New York's Briella Tomasetti joins us live with the latest on that threat. And Briella, what exactly do we know so far?
Yeah, Josh, good morning to you. Well, we're here outside of Congregation Rinat Yisrael, and morning services here, as far as we know, are going as scheduled. The doors open at 6:30 for that first prayer service. A lot of people were just here going in for that service, and they just left momentarily a little while ago. Again, you've got that extra layer of security. You've got to enter a code to get into the building. But when it comes to the police presence, that's something that we have not seen here yet. No cop cars, no extra security guards. It's unclear if that will be added throughout the rest of the day.
The FBI doesn't call bluffs.
Jewish leaders and worshipers across New Jersey are on high alert after the FBI put out a tweet yesterday afternoon warning of a broad threat to synagogues across the state. A warning former FBI consultant Manny Gomez says people shouldn't take lightly.
They only do this when they believe the threat is credible. They don't do this flippantly just because they got a phone call from somebody saying, hey, we're going to attack synagogues.
The FBI's Newark office tweeted in part, quote, "We ask at this time that you take all security precautions to protect your community and facility. We will share more information as soon as we can. Stay alert. In case of emergency, call police." The FBI did not go into detail about the nature of the threat or mention any specific targets. Nonetheless, at nightfall on the evening before Sabbath services, police were already seen patrolling this synagogue in Mahwah. New Jersey lawmakers say cops will conduct periodic checks at Jewish houses of worship across the entire Garden State until the threat is over.
Synagogues here in northern New Jersey all have security plans. Most have security on site for when there are services, for prayer. And I imagine that will continue, and you'll see more presence from local law enforcement adding to that.
In Jersey City, police will be posted at the city's 7 synagogues ahead of tonight's prayer services. And across the Hudson, members of the NYPD's Counterterrorism Bureau could be seen standing guard outside a synagogue on Manhattan's Upper East Side, after the NYPD said it, too, was closely monitoring the situation. Their advice to worshipers: don't panic, but stay alert.
I want everyone who wants to go to synagogue this weekend on Shabbos to go. And it's the job of the community and law enforcement and all of us to make sure that people feel safe.
Now, Governor Murphy says that he is in constant communication with the FBI, the State Attorney General, and the U.S. Department of Homeland Security in regards to these threats. In the meantime, though, most synagogues are expecting big crowds for Shabbat services tonight. As you may know, that is the holiest time of the week for those who are of the Hebrew faith, the Jewish faith, and the Hebrew calendar. Josh, back to you.
Of course. So what kind of other anti-Semitic situations have they seen there in that area?
Yeah, well, actually, according to the Anti-Defamation League, anti-Semitic incidents are on the rise. They have risen 25% here in New Jersey alone between 2020 and 2021. And the reason why people don't take this too lightly is because in 2019, 2 gunmen who were motivated by anti-Jewish hate, they first killed a police officer, then they drove to a kosher market in Jersey City where they killed 3 other people before being killed themselves during a shootout with police. So a lot of bloodshed in that incident, and again, a reason why people are constantly living in fear. We'll send it back to you.
All right, Fox 5 New York's Briella Tomasetti, thank you so much for joining us as always. We appreciate it.